Hello, everybody. Today, we are going to be looking into Megzi at Oprah's book club. Megzi attended the event on the 7th of September, so just this weekend. And basically, there was a copy of Spare on the wall. There was a book about California psychics behind her. Megzi looked smug AF. There was also a number of attendees. One of them is a psychologist and astrologer, and one of them is a psychic medium. So I was just like, okay, this is interesting, because ages ago I predicted that Megzi would be getting into the more spiritual side, the more woo side of life, if you will. The picture that the Daily Mail are running was basically saying the room was filled with so much light and all of this stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. But we're going to have a look with the cards, see what they have to say about this whole situation, see where Megzi is with Oprah's energy and all of that stuff. I will be using the usual tarot deck I use for Meghan. I will be using these What's the Tea Oracle cards as well, if we need anything else pulling. I've got some sassy other oracle cards that are quite sassy that if we need them, I can break out. But we're just going to do Megzi's energy starting off. Now, Megzi is a Leo, so she would astrologically link to the Strength card or the Queen of Wands. Oprah is an Aquarius, so astrologically she would link to the Star card or the Queen of Swords. So we're going to have a look and see if we can find any placements, like what is going on with Megzi, what is happening with Megzi, what was Megzi's intent at Oprah. Just show us the tea cards, just show us the tea. We just want to know what's going on. But also, it could be a getting involved with the book club, just so like Oprah pushes Megzi's autobiography on the book club. Just saying. You've got to think as well as what is in it for Oprah. What is in it for Oprah as well? But we'll see. We'll just have a look at the cards. What's Megzi all about this? 8 of Cups. There's an energy here that she wants to walk away from something. She wants to move on from something. There's a considerable when it's a narcissist, I would say there was some wounding of the ego. That's the only way you can actually hurt a narcissist, is don't give them what they want. There's an element of not being able to, of wanting to walk away from something. What that could be is potentially, probably, allegedly, I think it's Harry. Even though Harry was there with the spare book. Off in a little corner on a shelf, not even behind her in the camera shot. She's having problems. The 7 of Pentacles is in reverse. I was telling you guys for a few weeks that there's something with the details that Megzi has overlooked, and I forgot to do a prediction confirm for it, so just take this as prediction confirmed. But the American Riviera Abattoir, or whatever it's called, it got, not only did it get its name rebuffed, but it also got its like gilded, extra medieval, wannabe faux royal looking brand logo rebuffed as well. See, the cards were right. She just absolutely launched this because Catherine was getting some attention and she just wanted to make capital of it. It's a loss there. She has these, it's like they have no impulse control, no planning. Straight away wants to reap a load of rewards for an idea she's just had. She likes things instantaneous. If it's not instantaneous, then it isn't a success. Two of Wands, she wants to look like she's inclusive, forward looking, the door is open. So this is really Oprah trying to get her a little bit more out there. WMA maybe called in a favor. They might have split up with them by now. It didn't look good last time I looked. We have got the Seven of Swords underneath, and I always like to call this my oppositional defiance disorder, especially when it's on Megsy's spread. However, there is an element of pushing herself into that situation. There's an element of knowing that she is being used and kind of wanting to be used with the Seven of Swords, because the Seven of Swords is taking something and behaving in a way that isn't necessarily very honorable. It's also somebody performing like potentially a sacrifice for you. So I feel like there's a lot of energy there with Oprah having you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, because it wouldn't be, if Megsy wasn't there, no one would be reading about Oprah's little get together book club thing in the papers this side of the pond, and it certainly wouldn't be up the page in headlines in People and stuff. It will just be like a little kind of a smaller puff piece, not a big puff piece, if you will. Let's see what's leaving this situation. Princess of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse. Quite a last minute addition, quite rushed. It's an element of being a catty and a little bit bitchy. She knew the second anniversary of Her Late Majesty Queen Elizabeth's passing was on the 8th. And if she does something on the 7th, she knows she'll be in all the papers on the 8th. Because sometimes they hold off for a few days with releasing pictures or puff pieces or anything like that. And she's let it happen in a way. Interesting. Four of Swords in reverse. 10 of Swords. Let me put those uncovered so we can pick them up later. The Four of Swords in reverse. It's an interesting one because we are around the passing, like I say, today is the passing, the anniversary, second anniversary of Her Late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II's death. And she knew that with the Four of Swords in reverse. There's something about inheritance and trying to capitalize off interests around somebody's passing. I feel that's what it is. There could be another passing coming up that is somebody close to Megsy. Now, last time I picked a passing up with somebody kind of close to Megsy and somebody close to Harry. It was the uncle for Harry, and for Megsy, it was somebody she used to work with on Suits. So, I mean, there could be somebody who does pass over around Megsy. And what I feel, though, this is more about trying to invade the space. I wonder if they're going to try and say something about Queen Elizabeth II's passing as well. Like, not only kind of like bolt on into it, but kind of own it. The Ten of Swords there is she is absolutely being betrayed. Something has happened within that clique of women last night. And she really doesn't like one of them. Really doesn't like one of them. There is a massive betrayal there. She sees it as a betrayal. So betrayal to Megzy isn't asking how she is at a regular period of time frame for Megzy to feel satisfied that you are noticing her. Silence is violence and all that kind of stuff. But she feels betrayed. Or she's about to betray someone. Surrounding her is the King of Pentacles. So there's something with Harry today and the next few days that is surrounding it and influencing her. Which is interesting. It's almost like she knows somewhere deep down, whether she admits it to herself, somewhere in her subconscious even, there will be a realization that people aren't interested in her. It's Harry. And when that happens, this I wonder if she's going to have some type of narcolepsy, a narc collapse for sure. The the Five of Cups is in reverse. So she's wanting to give the energy that she's moved on, that she's made peace with the past. This is the energy she wants to show to the public. But she's also trying to shade, I feel, Her late Majesty's passing as well. Now, the only identifier here is Harry. And Harry is around the situation. It's weird because Harry has all of the interest and the clout and in a sense, I mean, he's pished it all up a wall, to be honest with you, but he has all of this interest and clout around him. Megzy has none of that, apart from being a nuclear grade narcissist. I mean, there's nothing really of interest to her. She's very beige. Five of Wands in reverse. There's going to be some sugar action. There's going to be some forced accusations that are going to get everybody revved up. I wonder if they're going to say they're going to do something. It's coming. It's already started. Towards the end of the year, I said that the Harkles would kickstart off the second part of this year, and they are trying. They are really trying. I know, like, I think when Sophie and Edward are currently at the Paralympics in Paris, and that's done as part of the royals and part of the thing, and like, so like you will see other royals about while it's the anniversary of Queen Elizabeth's death. However, to be this kind of secluded, slightly weird, I don't mean weird in a polite way, slightly offbeat character who's kind of like Wallace Simpson crosses Amber Heard cross with, I don't know, beige. It's interesting that she pops up and tries to take some of the limelight, because she knows she will get articles and headlines about her. Could you not just join like a normal book club or a library or something. Let's have a look. How does Meghan feel about Oprah? I'm using these What's the Tea cards. How does Meghan feel about Oprah at this particular time? Oh, Oprah has been kissing her bottom. She's feeling herself. She's stepping into her power, coming up into her spotlight. Megzy feels that Oprah can do things for her. Interesting. What's going to happen next? Oh, yeah, I'm like completely unbothered. Yeah, totally. And then we have got boss daddy, stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big energy. She's empowering her. She feels like she's empowering her. I don't really feel she's that much invested in Oprah as herself, as like she relates to Oprah in any way. The only way she relates to Oprah is she sees her billionaire and she sees herself as a billionaire. I feel like Oprah is going to be opening up some beyond the Tyler Perrys of the world. There's somebody else, somebody with money, big money. I mean, Tyler Perry's got an awful lot of money. So is Oprah, but there's somebody else. Business owner, CEO. I wonder if Oprah's going to set her up with a CEO. That's interesting. Let's have a look at what's underneath. Let's have a look what Oprah thinks of Meghan. Hustling. She thinks she's a hustler. She thinks she's a hustler. It's not going to go too well, though. I feel like Oprah is going to do something with them eventually. We've got we've got screenshot, getting evidence, proof and facts, wasting time. Okay, so she thinks she's a hustler, but then we go into this wasting time thing. Like she doesn't like that's either Oprah thinking Megzy is just a waste of time, or she's wasting her time. She's not providing anything of value. She's very limited in her understanding and talent. And then we also have screenshot of getting evidence, proof and facts. Are we going to get an expose on one of these two women's relationship with each other? Is Oprah going to say that she saw some condemning things from the royal family, blah, 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 and play into that game? I think Oprah wants her to go absolutely nuclear on the royals. Let me see what Harry thinks about Oprah. He's a happiness hater. At the minute, Harry's feeling very sorry for himself. He won't go where his joy is, which is probably a pub somewhere. There's an issue around a car. Now it says carless, no car, repo car issues. But there's an issue here around a car for Harry, which is interesting. I know Oprah has just had a bit of an issue in her car. They're going to do something that is going to entice the sugars somehow, or pay for the sugars one way or the other. Let's have a look at what Oprah thinks of Harry. she thinks he's not the real deal, to be honest. I know she there's a lot. Oh, these cards are wild. My goodness. Oh, okay. I don't think Oprah's got a great view of Harry, to be honest. She thinks he's just he's impersonating that being something. So whether he's impersonating that being American, or impersonating that being royal, or a normal human being who wasn't born with a silver, gold, and bronze spoon in his mouth, you know, she finds him insincere. There's a love triangle, so there might be somebody else at play in the Harkles, or coming into the Harkles relationship for sure. And for some reason, there's going to be an illness with Harry. There's going to be an illness with Harry. Like not one of those mental ones, not a mental health illness, which is still an illness, but like some type of infection or disease, potentially from the love triangle. They're saying, just these are a bit specific, to be honest. Some things we don't need to know. I mean, what we're going to get next? Oh, she's got cystitis. Let's just have a look. I'm going to use some different cards. I'm going to use the same sassy ones, but let's have a look at Oprah and Doria. Oprah thinks Doria is a bit of a player. They are friends, but she finds her quite needy. She's not recognizing, so she finds her needy, but she doesn't recognize any red flags in Doria for some reason. She's not concerned by her, but she does think she's a bit of a player, but not like overly so. Let's have a look what Doria thinks of Oprah. She would like more gifts. She would like more attention from Oprah. Yeah, that matches with that. She is quite needy with Oprah. She is either going to go on to Oprah at some point and talk about her life, and Oprah's not going to recognize the red flags, and everyone else is going to basically be able to say it. But somehow in the future, Oprah is going to enable this woman to go out and talk a load of ish, but Oprah is not concerned over that point, though. Lovely people, eh? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Thank you so much for being here, guys. If you've made it this far, leave me a little cat with some sparkles coming out of his bottom. We've just got them back from the cattery, and he's not speaking to, well, he is speaking to me, but he's also in a bit of a grumpy mood. Leave a little black cat for our Merlin. Thank you all for taking your time out to watch my video. Like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you soon for some live readings and some more readings and all that stuff. Take care, everyone. Bye.